Welcome back, YouTube friends. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm reviewing some Sparkle & Co products that they sent me, and I am trying this voiceover with some new earphone type things, so we'll see if that can cancel out the background noise that is my life with 5 beautiful little children. Okay. So, here in my unboxing, this is the color that they sent me. It is called Pretty Plum, and it's just a beautiful, I think, perfect for fall type dark plum color. And here is their very nice matte that they also sent. So I have some new liquids here, and I'm very excited because I've been really liking Sparkle & Co.'s liquids. They're pH prep. I always use that to prep my nails, and that helps prevent lifting. I do alcohol first, 91% alcohol, no less. And that cleanses the nail, and the pH prep helps remove any last bit of oil and just bring that balance to your nail so that you can begin your dipping. So I've been using Sparkle & Co.'s liquids for a while now. I originally started out, it'll be a year in October, a year ago, I started dipping, and I started out with Revel Nail, and while I still very much use their dips, I still purchase from them. They have good rewards, so if you are part of that, you get points and then you can buy more. But I was not satisfied with their liquids. So actually a friend sent me the Sparkle & Co. liquids for me to try some time ago, and I've been using them ever since. And if you are new to the dip community, dip flu is something that people get sometimes, and that is because it's not a disease or anything like that. They call it dip flu because the liquids themselves, especially the base and the top coat, are pretty strong. So some people are very sensitive to that because of the chemicals in them, specifically the chemical that I think causes it to dry pretty quickly. Because dip liquids, you don't have to cure them. You don't need a lamp, which is why I like them. I don't do gel or any type of thing that needs to be cured. So I only use dip liquids exclusively, and I love how fast drying they are. So if I have to take a break or the baby needs me or something, the steps are they dry really quickly. So I can file later or top coat later, that kind of thing. So, but the only thing, especially because with the base, which is, as I've said before, basically like a super glue, which allows the dip powder to adhere to your nail and stay on for dear life. Because of it being such a strong chemical, and because I would say out of all the liquids, that's the one that you are in contact with most, because you do however many dips. Like here, for this set, I'm doing 3 dips, and so that's quite a bit of time that I'm using that base coat. And if it has a strong chemical smell, and you're sensitive to that, that's kind of harsh for you. And some people have they develop flu-like symptoms. Now for me, I am sensitive to scents like that. I will get a headache if I'm not extra careful. Sometimes I get this tight feeling in my throat, and I feel like it is because of the chemical smell in it. So what I do, I like to keep a well-ventilated area, a good mask on. But, so, going back, so Sparkle & Co.'s dip liquid, their base coat, dries very quickly. It's pretty, I would say maybe thicker and definitely quicker drying than others, their original one. So this one, which I specifically requested and they were kind enough to send, this low scent base has no chemical smell to it. And I was too scared to put it right up to my nose. I did not do that, but I did not use my mask for this portion. I always wear my mask like when I'm filing and buffing, because you don't want to inhale like acrylic powder. That's just not good. And also, you know, the top coat. But because this one, like I said, is the one that you're most in contact with, I actually did not put my mask on for this step, and I did not smell anything. So now I'll go on to kind of the review of how it felt going on. So this low scent base was definitely thinner than the regular base. And I myself do prefer thinner liquids because I just find that if you have like a really super thick liquid and then you're trying to put dip on it, if you dip the wrong way or you go in the wrong way, it kind of like all accumulates and it can be bumpy, and that's fine. Like I've had some really hot mess nails, and then all the filing and buffing that you do, you won't be able to tell in the end. But if I can save some time filing and buffing, I love that. So I liked the thin consistency of this liquid. Also, you can clean your cuticle line. If you have a buildup of powder on your cuticle line and it dries so quickly that you don't have time to go in and clean it up, that is a pain. So because this one was slow drying, I appreciated that. Also, so as you can see here, I'm kind of going in a couple times each time because it does feel a little wet. And I had heard that some people had a really hard time with it staying that way, staying wet. So I'm just kind of testing here and seeing just how long it takes to dry. If you do your whole hand, you'll see that it's not really a problem, because by the time from the time that it takes to do your thumb, say, and then get down to your pinky, by then your base is dried, and then you can do your second layer and they go down, and then if you want a third layer or more, you might, if you like thicker layers on your nails, you might want to do an extra more than you're used to because they are thin liquids. But yeah, and like as far as brushing off, I did not want to brush off right away because it does take a minute to dry. So like I wouldn't brush off my thumb until I was done with my pinky, and then I would give my pinky a few minutes before I would brush that off. So it's not like a huge deal. Like there are already liquids out there that are slower drying. One other one that I really enjoy using is Mani Boss. It's slower drying, but it's not low scent. So this one I feel was even thinner in consistency if I'm comparing it to Mani Boss's base coat, and a little more slow drying, but just by a bit, you know. Like I said, if you're doing your whole hand, you don't have to brush off your thumb until you're done with your pinky. That kind of thing, that kind of adjustment. So yeah, so then I'm going on with my here I'm activating, and again, you do need to give it a minute after activating. And I've seen with some other low scent liquids out there, some people suggest that after you activate, you extra activate, because sometimes it takes an extra coat of activator to really dry. And so that's what I was trying here, and I did notice if I didn't wait a little bit, it would be a little gummy when I started to file and buff. So wait that extra minute before filing and buffing, and let your activator dry. And I'll link this little vacuum. I've linked it before. I saw this on Sip and Dip's YouTube channel. I love Sip and Dip, Chelsea. She has some great tutorials out there, and so I'll link her also below. So this is just, you know, a simple dip process. Here I'm cleansing. I already filed and buffed off camera, because that is kind of a chore to do in front of the or under the camera, however it may be. So, okay, I'm gonna go before my kids get out of hand here. I'll be back. So after filing, buffing, I'm activating again. And also I did want to mention that this color, this plum color, does not stain. I wasn't sure if it was going to or not, but I really appreciated that it did not stain. So if you have a dark color and you kind of like, you can see a little bit of a purple cast on some of my fingers, all I did was spray some alcohol and it came right off with a paper napkin. So that did the job. So after activating again, I'm wiping off my nails so that there's no excess activator that will come in contact with your top coat. And then I will move on to one of my favorite steps. This is the Glossy 2.0. This one is not low scent. It does definitely have a chemical smell, but by this point I definitely have my mask back on, and since all you do is 2 coats of this, you do 1 quick coat, you let it dry slightly, and then you go in again, and it plays extremely well with the low scent base coat. It's not even a problem that I'm mixing it up, you know, like they do have a low scent top coat, and I've heard that it does take a long time to dry, and some people even say that it's not as glossy. The 2.0, this one is like famously known for how glossy it is, and I love it. So I did not want to change that step for me. And I do have my mask on. I put my mask on as soon as I started filing. And you just, you know, keep windows open if you're sensitive to this, but it dries so quickly. Like, I'm gonna time it, it dries so quickly, and it's not like you're inhaling this for a very long time or anything. So here I'm going ahead and making sure to also pat my edges and seal everything in. And in a minute I will time this for you on my watch and show you how long it takes to dry. So while I set my little stopwatch here so you guys can see, I wasn't sure if, because I used a lower drying, low scent base, if that would change how the other liquids interacted. But the activator, the regular activator, worked fine, and as you'll see, it only took 1 minute and the glossy top coat was completely dry. So it didn't change the dry time for me, which I was very happy about, because I always love that you don't have to wait hardly any time at all for the top coat to dry. And, you know, being a mom and all, that's very, very important to me, because I usually have to run off soon after I do my nanny. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you liked this review. I hope it helped. Let me know in the comments, and I will catch you on the next video. Bye, friends.